Welcome back to the MT-Spot's Blood Pressure Podcast. I'm Samuel Harrison, and today we're diving deep into the world of blood pressure monitors.
I'm Olivia Harper.
And we're going to be taking a close look at the Oxiline Pressure 7 Pro.
Yeah, this one caught my eye.
Yeah, if you're thinking about getting into home blood pressure monitoring, or maybe just need an upgrade, that this is the episode for you. We've got articles.
Yeah, we got it all.
Reviews, comparisons, all that good stuff so you can make a really informed decision.
I'm excited about this ViBRA technology I keep seeing.
Oh, yeah.
Is it just a marketing thing?
Right.
Or is there something really to it?
Yeah, let's find out.
Okay.
So, first things first, what exactly is the Oxiline Pressure 7 Pro all about?
Well, it's marketed as an entry-level blood pressure monitor,
Okay.
which, usually means kind of basic.
Right.
But this one actually has a surprising amount of features packed in.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so it's made by Oxiline LLC, which is a U.S.-based company.
Okay.
And it's FDA cleared. So right off the bat,
That's a good sign.
it's legit.
Yeah, for sure.
And it uses this unique method to measure blood pressure. They call it ViBRA technology.
Okay, I've heard of this.
It actually detects even the slightest vibrations in your artery walls using vibration analysis.
So it's like listening to your arteries in a whole new way.
Pretty much, yeah. And it's designed to be more accurate than other methods.
So especially for an entry-level monitor, you're saying?
Exactly,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's also super lightweight and portable, so you can take it with you.
Oh, so it's good for on-the-go monitoring.
Exactly.
That's handy.
Yeah. So, aside from the technology,
Hmm.
there are other things that make this monitor stand out.
Like what?
Well, the pricing is very competitive for what you get,
Okay, that's always good to hear.
especially with all these features.
Right.
And actually, speaking of getting a good deal, we have a special offer for our listeners.
Oh, tell me more.
Yeah. So if you use the code EMTSPOT10 at checkout, you'll get 10% off your purchase.
Nice. So that's EMTSPOT10, all caps.
That's right.
All right, write that down, folks.
And to top it off, they offer a lifetime warranty
Wow.
and a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Okay, so they're really confident in their product.
It seems like it, yeah. And this just adds to the whole value proposition,
Definitely. And, I've got to say, I'm always a sucker for a good warranty.
Me too. It gives you that peace of mind.
Totally. Especially with something as important as blood pressure monitoring.
Absolutely. And it's also great to know that they accept FSA and HSA payments.
Oh, that's huge for a lot of people.
Yeah, it is, makes it more accessible.
Definitely practical considerations are important.
For sure.
So we talked about this 5BO technology. We talked about the price, the warranty. But what of the design? Is he user-friendly?
Oh, yeah. It's sleek and modern looking, and it has this big, easy-to-read display.
Okay, that's a plus, especially for anyone who might have trouble with smaller text.
Exactly. It's accessible for everyone, and it also uses the WHO color indicator.
I've seen that on other monitors.
Yeah, it's becoming pretty standard.
What is it exactly?
Basically, it gives you a quick visual cue about your blood pressure readings.
Okay.
So green is good, yellow is caution, and red means you should probably talk to your doctor.
So it's like a traffic light for your blood pressure.
Exactly. It makes it super easy to understand your readings.
I like that. So you don't have to analyze the numbers every time.
Yeah, it's very straightforward.
And it can store readings, right? So you can track your progress over time.
Absolutely. It can store up to 100 readings for 2 different users.
Oh, wow. So it's good for couples or roommates?
Yeah, or even if you're just tracking your own readings and want to see trends.
That makes sense. And does it come with different cuff sizes?
Yes, it has adjustable arm cuffs, and they actually include an XL cuff in the box.
Oh, wow. So it's accommodating a wider range of people.
That's right. No matter your arm size, you should be able to find a comfortable fit.
That's a big plus.
Yeah, because if the cuff doesn't fit properly, you won't get accurate readings.
Right. Comfort and accuracy go hand in hand.
Exactly.
Okay, so we know it's got all these bells and whistles. But what about the basics? What comes in the box when you order it?
You get everything you need to get started right away.
Okay.
So you get the monitor itself, of course,
Obvious.
a carrying bag,
Handy.
batteries, the user manual, and the arm cuffs.
So everything's there ready to go.
Exactly. Just open it up, pop in the batteries, and you're good to go.
Easy peasy.
And speaking of easy peas, how user-friendly is this thing? For someone who's maybe never used a blood pressure monitor before,
Right.
It's incredibly simple to use.
Okay, walk me through it.
You just put on the cuff correctly following the instructions.
Right.
Press the power button and let the monitor do its thing.
Okay.
And then the WHO color indicator will light up, telling you what the reading means.
So no need to decipher complicated numbers or anything?
No, it's very straightforward and user-friendly.
I like that. So we talked about it being FDA cleared earlier. What does that actually mean for the person using it?
It means that the FDA has put this monitor through rigorous testing
Yeah.
to make sure it meets their standards for safety and effectiveness.
So it's basically a seal of approval.
Exactly. You can trust that the readings you're getting are accurate and reliable.
That's reassuring.
It is, especially when it comes to something as important as your health.
Now, what about insurance coverage? Will most plans cover this monitor?
That really depends on your specific insurance plan.
Okay.
So the best thing to do is to check with your provider directly.
Always a good idea.
But I will say that Oxiline accepts FSA and HSA payments.
That's good to know.
Yeah, it can definitely help make it more affordable for some people.
So far, so good. I'm liking what I'm hearing about this Oxiline Pressure 7 Pro.
Me too. It's got a lot to offer.
Now, I understand that Oxiline actually has a few different models of blood pressure monitors.
They do. They've been busy.
So how does the Pressure 7 Pro stack up against the others?
Let's break it down.
Okay.
So they have the Pressure 7 Pro, which is what we're talking about today.
Right, the entry-level one.
Then they have the Pressure 9 Pro, which is a step up.
Okay.
And then the top of the line is the Pressure X Pro.
So there's like a whole family of Oxiline blood pressure monitors?
Exactly. You can choose the one that best suits your needs and budget.
So tell me more about these other models. What are the key differences?
Well, the Pressure 9 Pro has some additional features.
Right.
It has a larger color LED display.
Oh, fancy.
Yeah. And it also has dual user mode.
Okay.
So you can store readings for two people separately.
Like the Pressure 7 Pro?
Yeah, but it can store double the amount of readings.
Oh, wow. So 200 readings per user.
Exactly. So it's good if you want to track your blood pressure over a longer period of time.
That makes sense.
And then the Pressure X Pro, well, that's their most advanced model.
Okay, so what makes it so special?
It has their most advanced Vibro TX sensor
Oh, okay.
for even greater accuracy.
So it's like Vibre on steroids?
Pretty much, and it comes with a really cool app.
On app? That's interesting.
Yeah, you can track your readings, set reminders, and even share your data with your doctor.
So it's like a whole health management system.
It is.
Okay, so there's an Oxiline for every need and budget, it seems.
Exactly.
But let's bring it back to the Pressure 7 Pro for a minute.
Sure.
What are people saying about it? Are the reviews good?
The reviews are overwhelmingly positive.
Oh, that's great to hear.
Yeah, people love how easy it is to use, how accurate it is, and how convenient it is to take with them.
Makes sense.
The large display and the WHO color indicator are also big hits.
We talked about those.
And you know what else people mention a lot?
What's that?
How comfortable the cuff is.
Oh, that's important.
It is, because you don't want to dread taking your blood pressure.
Right, you want it to be a positive experience.
Exactly. And if the cuff is uncomfortable, you're less likely to use the monitor regularly.
That's true. So comfort and accuracy, a winning combination.
Absolutely.
But to be fair, are there any downsides that people have mentioned?
Honestly, not many. The biggest one that comes up sometimes is the lack of app connectivity.
Right, we talked about that.
Yeah, so for some people, that might be a deal breaker.
Yeah, especially if they're really into tracking their health data digitally.
Right, or if they want to share their data with their doctor electronically.
But for people who don't need all the bells and whistles and who are just looking for a reliable, accurate, and easy-to-use monitor,
This one seems like a great option.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah,
So it sounds like the Oxiline Pressure 7 Pro is definitely worth considering.
it is.
But before we make any final decisions,
Mm-hmm.
we should probably look at some alternatives just to make sure we're covering all our bases.
Absolutely. There are some other great blood pressure monitors out there that might be a better fit for some people.
Okay, so let's talk about those. What other options should be on our radar?
Well, there's the Check Me monitor.
Okay, tell me about that one.
So this one is all about portability.
Okay.
It's super compact and easy to handle.
This is good for travel.
Exactly if you're always on the go.
Wow.
This is a great option. And it also has Bluetooth connectivity.
Oh, so you can sync it with your phone.
Yeah, you can see all your data in the app.
So that addresses that one downside of the Oxiline.
Exactly. If you're someone who really likes to track their data and see their progress visually,
Right.
the Check Me is a great option.
Awesome. Okay, so we got the Check Me.
Yeah.
That's the other one?
The other one is the cardio arm,
Okay.
and this one is all about user-friendliness.
Okay.
So it's a one-button start device.
Oh, nice. Very simple.
Super simple, and get this.
What?
It provides both blood pressure and ECG readings.
Whoa, wait, ECG readings too.
Yeah.
That's impressive for a home monitor.
It is, and it's not just about taking the readings.
Oh, right.
It can actually detect irregular heartbeats
Oh, wow.
and give you accurate blood pressure measurements.
So it's like having a little heart health checkup station at home.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's amazing.
And the data is presented in a really easy to understand way. The app uses visual graphs and charts.
So you can really see what's going on.
Exactly, and it can connect to more than just your smartphone,
Oh, okay, so
your
like,
tablet or computers,
Yeah.
so that's a nice bonus.
okay, so we got the Check Me, which is portable and has the app.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got the cardio arm, which is super user-friendly and has the ECG readings.
Right.
Both sound like great alternatives to the Oxiline.
They are, yeah. It really depends on what you're looking for.
Yeah, what your priorities are.
Exactly.
All right, so before we wrap up, let's do a quick recap of the Oxiline Pressure 7 Pro,
Sounds good.
just to make sure everything's fresh in our listeners' minds.
Okay.
So big picture, the Oxiline Pressure 7 Pro is a solid choice for an entry-level blood pressure monitor,
Mm-hmm.
especially with that Vibe technology,
Right.
which, as we learned, gives you super accurate readings.
By picking up on those tiny artery vibrations.
Yeah, and it's also super user-friendly.
Definitely.
You know, it's got that big display, the WHO color indicator, the adjustable cuffs.
Makes it easy for anyone to use.
Yeah, and then there's the price.
Right.
It's very budget-friendly, especially when you consider the lifetime warranty.
And the 30-day money-back guarantee?
Yeah, those are some major perks.
They are.
Of course, we have to acknowledge that it doesn't have app connectivity,
Right.
which we've said could be a sticking point for some people.
For sure.
And then also it's worth noting that sometimes the stock can be a bit unpredictable.
That's true. Yeah. It's always good to check availability.
But overall, for those who prioritize accurate readings,
Mm-hmm.
simplicity and value for their money,
Mm-hmm.
the Oxiline Pressure 7 Pro seems like a really solid option.
Definitely. It checks a lot of boxes.
Now, before we let our listeners go,
Yeah.
any final thoughts you want to leave them with?
I'd say the most important thing is to really think about your own needs and priorities when choosing a blood pressure monitor.
Okay.
So do you need the bells and whistles of app connectivity?
Right.
Is staying within a certain budget a top concern? Or maybe having those ECG readings is a must-have.
Right.
You know, let your individual needs guide your decision.
Such a good point.
There's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to blood pressure monitor.
Absolutely.
It's about finding what works best for you and your health goals.
And speaking of finding the right fit,
Yes?
if the Oxiline Pressure 7 Pro sounds like the monitor for you,
Head over to their official website,
which is
https.oxiline.shop.
to learn more and place your order,
And don't forget to use our code
which is TMTSpot10,
at checkout for that exclusive 10% discount.
just for our amazing listeners.
All right, well, that just about wraps up our deep dive into the world of blood pressure monitors.
It does.
A huge thank you to everyone for joining us today.
We always appreciate you spending time with us.
If you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, be sure to subscribe to the EMTSpot's Blood Pressure Podcast.
And don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and share this episode with anyone who might be interested in learning more about blood pressure monitoring.
I'm Samuel Harrison. And I'm Olivia Harper.
Signing off from the TheEMTSpot's Blood Pressure Podcast. Until next time, stay healthy.
And speaking of finding the right fit, if the Oxiline Pressure 7 Pro sounds like the monitor for you, head over to their official website at
Let's give it to him again.
https.oxiline.shop.
And don't forget to use code EMTSPOT10 at checkout.
Yeah, that'll give you 10% off.
Just for our listeners.
A little thank you for tuning in.
All right, so that about wraps up our deep dive into the world of blood pressure monitors.
Oh, we covered a lot of ground.
We did a huge thank you to everyone for joining us today.
Always a pleasure to chat blood pressure with you all.
If you found this episode helpful, be sure to subscribe to the TheEMTSpot's Blood Pressure Podcast.
Yeah, and don't forget to comment and share this episode with anyone who might be interested in learning more about blood pressure monitoring.
We appreciate you spreading the word.
Definitely.
I'm Samuel Harrison.
And I'm Olivia Harper.
Signing off from the TheEMTSpot's Blood Pressure Podcast. Until next time, stay healthy. Stay healthy.